Hi everyone, I'm about to watch the birthday video that Joe and David put together with some of my friends for my 21st birthday. So here it goes. I have watched it before, but it's been a little while and I wanted to review it to show you guys my reaction to the different parts in it. Today is Renee's 21st birthday. We filmed this video while she was out of town. Sneaky. So sneaky.
Oh, I know this.
Hey, welcome to a video about why women...
My hair's short.
Old school, Renee.
Yeah, old school. We're like, no hair. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Some people, I remember in this video, they didn't think I was sarcastic. They thought I was serious. They're like, this girl is so annoying. Like her attitude in this video is just not Christian. Like someone was saying, I was like, it's sarcastic. YouTube, why?
The whole outfit of the Pope is totally
2,000 years ago.
I can't think
and
of seriously.
You know that little white hat? Yeah, that little white
That
hat.
was a tissue I cut into a circle. It's a Kleenex.
I love that one.
Okay.
What on earth?
Yeah, what on earth?
Oh, Renee.
Like how Renee always takes a funny approach to things and not always serious because
That's
it's good
Rachel.
to
We always
laugh
get
at
froyo
ourselves.
together.
I was kind of shocked when she was wearing the little white hat.
That's Bridget. She's a
Didn't see that
journalism
coming.
major like
That's
me.
good cinematography right there, having the hat
I don't know who
hidden
he
on
is.
the top of her head until pans up and reveals it.
When was that filmed?
I think I remember when
Yeah.
that first came out.
When was that?
Gosh.
Joe
back
remembers when that
memories
was
for me.
filmed? Gosh, wow. It was Catholic memes. That was the first video they ever shared of me, I think, was that Pope video. They made in a couple seconds, was bored, and it got shared on Catholic memes. I was like, oh, I would have done something way nicer if I thought it was Catholic memes.
Let's try some of that fancy editing.
Ooh,
that you,
fancy editing.
Oh,
run
this is
things
when
forward
I took
really
so long
fast
on
like
this
that.
video.
That'd be funny. Yeah, that was cool. And then brought to you by New Catholic Generation or something, and then go into the video.
Oh, Bridget laughed. I'm glad you thought that was
You're
funny.
this big
Oh yeah, this was in my older sister's room. I hung up all that stuff. I was like, oh look, books. I can be like the EWTN people and Father Barron and stand in front of books.
I think that's the human condition.
What do you do?
That music though.
Oh, that's like one of my favorite songs. Everybody always asks, what song is that? I'm like, it's Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun without the words.
Because if they had the opportunity to find out the Catholic faith and they did not, I'm
Sorry, I am worried for them. This was this is the video that's on the front of my page, or it was for a very, very long time. So I would it'd start playing and I kind of memorized it.
Point out Renee's acting right now. It is absolutely just amazing.
Thank you, Ned.
Just
Shucks.
because of how into it she is.
I think this was take 8. It looks like I'm really good, but I just did a lot of takes so I could do it once all the way through.
This is really well delivered. It's all one take so far. No,
I think I was trying to finish it before everybody got home because when people are in the house, it is so noisy, the stairs creak, people drop things for no reason, and the dog barks. So I think I was like, hurry up before Mom gets home, and that's where all the energy is coming
fancy
from.
editing needed.
Oh, these people are so sweet that they came and did this. My
St. Peter
memory.
is only one of the many, but I mean, he denied Christ 3 times. And...
Jesus 3 times.
Oh, she just
St. Peter can feel.
She's got
Yeah.
the bookcase in the back, like Father Barron.
Yep, the Father
We're
Barron
all in the
bookcase.
same boat.
Well, St. Peter knew God.
St. Peter gets
sinned
it.
Anyway.
He's the man.
So there's your hope, because he now holds the keys.
Floating keys!
A floating key.
So I have hope.
Thank you, iMovie, for enabling me to throw in little funny faces on my videos. Shout out to Apple.
Everybody, trust in the mercy of God. Go to confession. Go to the Eucharist. Pray to it in adoration, and pray to God.
Divine Mercy Chapel?
Yes.
Rosary.
Yeah, exactly, David. Oh, I did the same thing. I just did it too.
Pray for me too.
I shall pray for you, Renee.
Thank
I
you,
shall
Ned.
pray for you.
Wow, I pray for you too, Ned.
Some channels may say like and
Oh, I
subscribe
forgot
at the
about
end.
this.
I say, for Pete's sake.
Oh wow, people really did think that was funny. That's really cheap.
Maybe we should get that for our panels.
A laugh track. Oh boy.
Bravo, Renee, as usual.
That was really cute.
He has a
Thanks.
fantastic example of Renee's announcer voice. I think it's one of her best talents.
I loved her use of emojis. Very clever.
Floating smiley faces, floating churches, floating books,
Floating
floating
everything.
keys, and them disappearing.
It was so fun though. It was just
Scary.
throwing them all over
Scary
the
as my
screen.
horror movies.
I especially like that end part because it was punny and I live for puns.
Me
She
too.
does
We
such a
should be
good job in these
friends.
videos, especially in this one, I thought, of making it really funny. I was laughing out loud. I loved it. but also she gave me some genuine food for thought. And already from watching this, I'm like, ooh, that was good. Like, that was good to think about.
I like how it has like
Oh.
a message of like
Hit my
still
microphone.
having
I'm
hope,
so
even if you
professional.
sinned or done something wrong. Now she's like, oh, you know, you can. Saint Peter did some pretty bad things, and he's like was the first pope.
He sins so many times, but we can relate so much to him because we sin all the time and we know what's right.
This is
It's
awesome.
definitely
It's
something
like
that I've
comments
had
are coming to
thoughts
life. They're
on
like real,
along
not
the
just
way,
text
too,
below the
so
video
it's great to
anymore.
see those actually fleshed out in the video.
Like to hear that not only
That's
what
why I always love
they,
watching other vloggers.
the nice things they
She
were
looked
saying
really
about
good
me,
on
but they were
Renée.
actually like saying what they
Like, I
think
was
about
just
the
listening
video.
to her and like how much she loved God, and I was just like, wow, like if she was on a little saint card, like
Oh,
I could
good
see that
grief.
happening for the new Catholic generation.
I don't know. The only way I'm getting anywhere is because of all the help I'm getting. So thank you everybody online and who made this video for me. Really.
Worldwide. And today we're talking about types of Catholics.
This is gonna be
Oh yeah,
interesting.
this is that video where the saturation was really off.
Sunday school again.
But I love this one. I had fun with
The
this.
apologetic techie, someone who's always online debating, or when they're in
I was like, is this
person,
Joe?
trying to
Apologetic
hold back
techie.
their
Is
My
it Joe?
mother's definitely one of them.
I know that
Yes,
type.
it's
They
true.
just can't be quiet. Everything deserves a comment.
The next one would be the biblio.
Librarian?
The next one is the Bible.
Bible
librarian.
librarian.
This person
Right.
knows
That's
every
not
verse
me.
there is, and they are reading
That's
scripture.
not
See,
me
I don't
either.
know the
chapter and
scripture verse they found.
That's
Even
why
ones
we
they-
have Google.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why we have Google for sure, because I can't even remember what saint my quotes come from. I just know that somebody said them at some point in time and you'd recognize the quote, but I don't remember who said it. So it's kind of the same with the Bible verses.
You know, probably have heard of. Number 3 is the converti pants.
That's Ned. Ned's a con right now, I know.
I like
The
my converti
converti
pants.
Once they have converted, them, let
They have
everyone know that they
converted.
are indeed a convert, and they stop holding back those questions they had, those other ones that weren't answered before they were baptized, and they have no shame in asking
All the
those
questions.
all the time whenever they all of a sudden think about them. But
Wait,
they
you have
are
to answer
literally
those
the
questions.
sweetest.
I know,
and the
right? And I have to
best.
answer
So
them. That's why I should answer more comments in the comment section. Some of them are very, I don't know, typical answers or questions from maybe Protestants to Catholics. And so I'm always like, oh, somebody else will answer them. And usually you guys really do. And I haven't had to reply to a lot of comments in a long time because everyone's always there to give somebody an answer. And I really appreciate how helpful everybody is in my comments section on my videos. It's been incredible. Like I haven't really had to go online and address personally that many questions because there's already like 5 people there discussing the topic with that person. I'm like, okay, you guys are like all set. I'll like a couple things and then peace out. So that's great.
Renee's so good at not offending people.
Yeah, good at not offending people. Catholics and religious people online have a sort of like PTSD, you could say, about content that comes out about them because there's always been a lot of flaws in it over the years and a lot of like things that hit home or that are said the wrong way, and we just have our antennas up for any little errors, which is awesome. And that's why the Catholic Church is staying together and holding together because we have such a passion for the quality of what we present out there. And so when you say you're good at not offending people, it's like I'm trying to like address Catholics in a way that PTSD part of them won't like start to come out and they'll be like, wait, but did you actually mean this when you said that? It's like, no, I was being sarcastic, or no. I've had to take down videos before because I said things in the wrong wording and I didn't intend it that way. And hopefully after about 250 videos, people know what my intentions are a bit more than at the beginning. YouTubing is tough at times and you have to know what your audience wants to hear in a way and how they want to hear it. Make sure you have the right tone when you say things so people get your message and aren't distracted by something else that was misinterpreted. It's been fun learning how to perfect that on YouTube for sure, and especially with this video, which was a big challenge with that.
Though their probably only job would either be to be a priest or to teach at a cool liberal arts high school like the
That's our high
Lyceum.
school.
That is my high school.
Shameless plugs.
The next one I call Tobsessive, which is T-O-B, obsessive. It's theology
Oh,
of
the
the body.
funny, except that I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's okay, girl. I haven't read Theology of the Body
I do have
either.
it though. I have the beginner's guide.
I know. Okay, don't look at me like that. I haven't read it, but maybe I will someday.
Do like
Yeah.
courtship and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But then
They've
they were
read
also
every
talking
single one
about
of Jason
loving your
Everett's
body and
books.
being
It's so funny going to this university, going to Franciscan. It's like I don't have to. I can just ask anybody I want with questions about theology of the body or anything else. Sometimes it's like I'm spoiled with the quick answers I can get from anybody all around me. It's pretty cool here.
Next we have the Toga
Yes,
Knights.
Toga
and
Knights.
they love
You're not.
I think most homeschools are Tolkienites.
Tolkienites. I've read J.R. Tolkien multiple times.
I get super upset when
I've only actually read The Hobbit and watched all the movies. I'm gonna get some hate for that right now.
somebody messes up the Hobbit
even
movies.
fluent Elfish, and they even wish there was a mass in Elfish.
That'd be so cool. It's so wrong.
It's so wrong.
I love that. I love my
They would
German
post a
Shepherd.
quote at least once a month of the Emeritus Pope
Me,
to make sure people
so
never
me.
forget him.
Me too.
Next you have the
You'll hear it enough when you're there.
It's one thing to get used to seeing yourself talk on video. It's another to get used to seeing yourself sarcastically sing on video in front of, what, the video's got 60,000 views now. That's a lot of people to sing in front of.
I wonder how many times she had to shoot this scene of her singing.
This is good singing. She's staying on pitch perfectly.
Because I mean, being Eastern Catholic, it was like, I kind of have it down by now because of how repetitive it is in their liturgy, but it's beautifully repetitive.
Hey, singing. Seriously, after the music from the last video, she needs to make her own CD.
Oh wow, Ned, thanks.
This is a kid at your parish who was
My
involved
sister
in
is
every
definitely a
pro-life
pro-life
thing that
patriot.
possibly
So is mine. My sister is as well.
participate in pro-life. Next one is the Gregorian This person can't take any type of music
I
other than
can't even, that was
Gregorian
great.
and their mass.
Oh,
my
these
gosh,
people
that's
are so.
beautiful.
I love their reactions to these. They're so cute and nice and friendly, and like,
Below if you've thought of any other ones, and I'll make
it
a
makes
part
me happy
two.
to watch
In
them
the meantime,
be
check
happy
out
watching me.
newcatholicgeneration.com to see every Catholic teen YouTube channel worldwide. God bless.
Thank you guys. The Gregorian Can't Even was like the first one I thought of, and that's kind of what inspired the whole video.
I like that one. That one's my favorite of the three.
I thought that was really funny. It felt like I was watching Mean Girls, but it wasn't mean.
How would it, oh man, should we do a parody of Mean Girls in Catholic style? I'm kidding, that just wouldn't, it's never going to happen, if you know that quote from the movie. Okay, I'm done.
It's really fun, even though we don't really like putting people into boxes and labels. It's still like you can start to understand them better.
Yeah, we don't like to, but we already do, but we want to make sure they're in the right category that allows for them to be seen as who they really are in a beautiful way and not in a restricted, labeled, you must be this way kind of way, but just they're friends. It says types of Catholic friends, not types of Catholic people. It's like these are your friends, we all know them, and we all love them.
I definitely fell into two of those categories. Definitely Converti Pants and the Tolkienites.
Yes, I
Thank
got
you,
Ned.
for accurately describing
That's how I
us.
feel about this
The
video
part
sometimes.
that-
I got that person.
Absolutely made me crack up was where she showed the thing about the people who loved Benedict XVI.
Thanks,
and
Bridget.
It said, like, I miss my German Shepherd. I love that.
I think that's another great example.
I'm surprised
of,
you
like,
got, how did you get Bridget McCartney? Like, did I give you, I don't know, I was so surprised to see her in the video. To have her just like come down and be willing to watch it was really awesome. Thank you, Bridget. Wow. And all of you, thank you so much.
It was awesome. And it's being proven because it's got a lot of views, which I'm so happy for her for.
Thank you,
because that was
Joe.
really
Thank
a
you.
well-made video and a very true video.
Once again, Renee just killing it with the comedy and still making like such spot on points.
Discussion time. More like roasting time. I'm kidding.
That was my friend Renee.
Ah!
Shume or RebornPure.
I've actually never seen her individual channel before.
That's okay, Ned. I hadn't
Not
watched
because
yours
I was
for
never
a while,
interested,
but then I
mainly
did.
because I
month ago,
never had the
I
time
think.
or I just forgot.
So how did you first find out about Renee's channel?
Through New Catholic Generation and when I met her here on campus. We may have
That
been
was a great
introduced
day when I
once
met
or
you on
twice,
campus.
But then I really found out about her Catholic networking directly through the Students Creative Arts Network.
I
So
love
many
that
different
network.
things, I
Great
might
job.
have
Okay,
stumbled
that is an
across it
awesome
somewhere,
network.
But
Where all these communications majors and art majors and like all the techie people, even the actors and actresses from the drama department are all like intertwined in this one group. They meet like twice a week usually, and we just put all of our talents into a pot and see like who wants to learn about what, and we offer our skills to the other person and other people's projects, and like it's this awesome big collaborative networking on campus with the new Catholic media, and I love it. I'm like all for it. It's totally my thing, the networking. So Monica is the president of that. You say president? And so it's really awesome to have her in this video reviewing my stuff and saying such sweet, kind things.
I think maybe it had gotten posted on different organizations' websites that I'd worked for, and also
Okay,
I've
Rachel
worked for
Delgiutis is awesome. She's definitely the pro-life patriot of my friends. She's like a journalism major, so she does a lot of writing in the pro-life movement. Very inspiring person. If you ever get to meet her, it'll be a great day when you do.
and they're good friends with Michael Voris, and I know that Michael and Renee have worked together too. So it might have been.
Well, I have not, okay. I just wanted to point out, like, yeah, I know Michael Voris very well, and I'd see him multiple times a year, but I have not worked with him before. I do remember like an internship being offered at one point, but I was kind of like, I'm gonna take my own thing and see how far it goes before I go under somebody else's reputation. I mean, good or bad. I didn't do the internship, and I'm here at New Catholic Generation having a lot of fun. So I haven't worked with him, but I know him, and we're on great terms, so there's that.
I've been through Michael Voris.
All right, so peas and watermelon, carrots, tops, and ice cream.
And he's really funny.
I found out about Renee's channel when New Catholic Generation actually found me, because I started without knowing that there was anybody else.
I do remember that day when I found little Joseph Palmer. He was so little at the time. He's at a little table. He's got his big pro-life t-shirt on, this piece of paper in front of me that was his script, and he sounded so like newscastery and professional. I was like, who is this kid? He's very passionate about what he's communicating here. And then I'm like always double checking, like, do they know about New Catholic Generation already? So I like put in the comments like, hey, if you know about this website, we would love to have you. And he didn't know about it. So we were like, great. So we would love to share your stuff. That was my very first interactions with Joseph.
But I didn't know that she also did YouTube stuff. We didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't know you did YouTube stuff either. So that was cool when we both found out about that.
I met Renee because freshman year she was roommates with my best friend.
Yeah, that was my freshman year roommate. Yeah, Bridget McCartney was always coming over. The two of them together were so funny and classy and just made me so happy to just be around them. It's so awesome to have them in the room so often. And then we went on to have the same focus, journalism major. So then we were in a bunch of classes together. And that's how I know Bridget McCartney.
Her roommate literally one day was like, did you know that Renee is famous? And I was like, what the heck? And then we just found out that Renee was famous, and we found her videos, and we were like, she's awesome, this is cool.
I think I remember this because I was in the cafeteria, and I was walking by you guys' your booth that you're sitting in, and you guys just brought it up right then and there. I was like,
she's like really big deal. But it was cool because, of course, Renee being so humble, she never really came out and told me. I think my friend just found out as her roommate because Renee would be working on videos.
She'd just walk in, and I'd have all the cameras like, hey, editing my face.
Then we approached her, and we were like, you have so many views! And she was just like, yeah, like just being all sweet, and then I basically became her fan club.
I don't even know, but Bridget is like, thanks for being like one of my #1 fans, Bridget. And for that time that your household like chanted out my name while I was up in one of the windows of one of the dorms and looking down, and then your household heard about it, and they were all down at the bottom, and they started like doing the give me an R, give me an E, and like all this other stuff, you know, Little Flowers household, like that was really funny.
So what are your favorite videos or video moments from Renee?
I think this one is my favorite, the one with all the different Catholics. I thought that was really great.
She answered totally like super vague, but like totally pointing in the direction of like the Catholic Church.
How come there's a church on every block,
Oh,
but for
yeah.
some reason we can't
Look
figure
out,
out a
sass
way
alert.
to work together?
How about we have a church on a rock that does work together, and that's worldwide, and that even uses the same language for hundreds of years?
This girl's got a
Latin,
point.
Perhaps? That would be really cool if something like that existed.
Oh, that was just,
We can dream.
beautiful.
In Catholic problems, they just talked about the different Catholic problems people had. They were like listing like all the prayer requests like in the big book.
That's one of my
At the time.
favorites too,
It's
because
like, wow,
it's
that is
pro.
so true.
I have to say, I really love her in the reaction videos. I mean, there's Joe, who usually freaks out at the slightest
This made
thing.
me laugh
Then
so
there's
much when I first
me,
watched it.
who freaks out at the slightest thing. And then there's Renee, just like, oh,
Oh,
okay then.
Okay then.
That's like probably the best way I can describe her in the reaction videos, how calm and collected she is.
it's because I've been on YouTube so long. Like, what can shock you after you've been on YouTube for like what? How long has it been? 4 years of YouTube, and yeah. So after a while, you're just like, yeah, liturgical dancing. Like, I've seen it. People talk about it online.
As you may know, April 25th is Renee's 21st birthday.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
21. What? Renee, what happened?
Hey, congratulations, you're 21.
Woo!
I think you're the age you would have been booted out of New Catholic Generation under the original rules.
Yes, that is very true. When I was younger, I was like, I was so afraid of the older adults being too smart and just overlapping all the Catholic teens, and the Catholic teens wouldn't have as good of stuff to say as all the older kids would. But then over time, like, the older kids are busy, so not that many of them are vlogging anyway, for one. And then two, we have so many young teen YouTubers, I was not really worried about it after a while. And then people started getting old, and I didn't want them to leave because they were my friends. I was like, oh wait, this is my website, I can do what I want. So I was like, okay, you can join like under 21 and under, you know. And then after you turn 21 and keep going, it's fine. You can keep vlogging as long as you joined when you were like a little younger. Is that like what we're doing right now? Hey, if you're awesome and making great content and you're a young person, let's just put it that way, then I'd be interested to see your content and share your content if it's good stuff. That's what New Catholic Generation does. It's showing the new Catholic generation. So it's become a bit more broad of a rule and regulation about who can join.
So I'm glad you changed them.
Me too, because now I'm
we're
21, so I'm glad I
so.
changed it.
Is there anything you'd like to say to her?
Happy birthday.
She's in my
Don't be
classes
too
too with Bridget
crazy.
McCartney, so, and Rachel.
And eat lots of chicken.
Eat lots of chicken. Okay, the thing was, she came up to me the next day or so and just said like, hey Renee, have a great day and eat lots of chicken. I was just like, what? Because I hadn't seen the video yet. And Bridget McCartney also had a trigger word that she says in here that she said to me too. And at the time I was just like, I didn't think of it until I watched the video and I remembered them saying those things to me. And I was like, they were checking if I watched it yet.
Being full adult, it's kind of scary sometimes. But
this is awesome,
when I
this
turned
part right
21,
here.
I was like, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to be that
Can I turn this
person
up?
who's going to show the world what it means to be a good adult and not contribute to some of the problems
Yes!
that we have. So
That's how I
have faith in
feel.
you. Have a great year.
Thank you. Thank you. That was like the perfect, wow, just to say like this was the year that I decided I was going to be a good example of an adult and really grow up and be that Catholic young person and be a shining example to everybody else. Like that was a great thing to say. Thank you for saying that to me because that's what I want to happen. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to be.
Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for everything you've been doing for both New Catholic Generation, for RebornPure, and for just being able to network with everybody. Listening to you is such a joy. And like I said earlier, like I wouldn't be surprised if you would be one of the faces of our modern day saints, especially in the media and communications sector. So I'm so grateful that for the gift of your life 21 years ago, and I'll be praying for you.
Oh my goodness, like what do you say to that? That was so incredibly sweet and heartfelt and it touched me really deeply. Like, wow. It's been so great like networking with the Students for Creative Arts Network this year. And if you ever meet Monica, when she looks up at you, you can tell she's got the benefit of the doubt about you on everything. She thinks you are a great person the first moment that you meet her. It's what you can tell by how she looks at you. She sees your potential and sees your efforts and sees the good in you. And that's what I feel when I'm around Monica. She just inspires creativity and stirs up that potential we all have for good. And like seeing her, she's always very busy and always doing something. And it reminds me that I always have potential to do more and more and more and to keep going and keep on the track to God's mission for my life and to do all I possibly can to serve him and obey his will. And like, that's what it's like to encounter Monica, I gotta say.
Renee, thank you for your witness to Christ and to his church. And I know so many people appreciate what you do and are encouraged by you do. And all I can say is keep it up. You are blessing so many souls. So you'll meet them all in heaven. That's all I can
Rachel.
say. So God bless and happy birthday and joy.
Thank you.
I just really hope you don't have any gluten because I'm always worried about that.
Thanks, Bridget. Yeah,
And I hope you
the
eat lots
gluten
of
thing.
fava beans.
Fava beans.
And
I was always eating these fava beans in class because my mom gets them for me. Like everybody in the comments are like, what are fava beans? Like they're these little beans that have a lot of protein in them and my mom gets them and they taste like pretzels to me and I am gluten-free, I'm allergic to gluten, so they're like my pretzels and I'll have them in class in the morning because they have a lot of protein. They kind of hold me over until I'm out of the class, and so Bridget would always see me eating them and would be like, what in the world are those? And so that's why there's all these gluten-free jokes and weird natural food jokes between me and Bridget McCartney. So.
And there's a really good gluten-free beer that you definitely need to try.
Thank you. Very thoughtful
And also,
advice.
I'm so excited that it's going to be your birthday and that it's a day to celebrate you, because
Woo!
you deserve that.
Thank
you are an
you.
absolutely incredible woman who is a beautiful witness to the faith and to purity and joy and goodness. And I'm so blessed to be your friend.
I guess I would just want to say thank you, Renee, for everything. You've been such an inspiration to so many people, and you've been a wonderful friend to me and other people, especially since being here on campus. I think I speak for many of us when we say it's hard to imagine what life would be like without you and everything you've done here. So, thank you.
Hard to imagine what life would be like. Yeah. I don't know what I'd be doing right now if it wasn't this. It's for real. And so many people brought me back to this over time. It's not like I was 5 straight years of just perfect gung-ho with this whole thing. There were ups and downs in my life as everybody else's, and it was just funny how sometimes when I'd hit a low point, I'd be dragged back to like the YouTube again. I really can't even explain it, but I'm still here and I'm still going. And I want to thank everybody who supported me the whole way and taken my arm and gotten me up those stairs to greater possibilities for New Catholic Generation. And for all the people that have joined, because it's not just me now. I made a website and a bunch of people took hold of it and took it to even farther places than I could have ever imagined with their hard work, dedication, and prayers. So thank you everybody for this lovely video that you made me, for participating in, and for all the people that wished me a happy birthday this year. I cannot repay you, but I will pray for all of you and pray for me, continue to, as we still go forward here at New Catholic Generation. It's been a great and wonderful and a blessed journey. God bless.